Gojo isn't coming back. I think most of the Jujutsu Kaisen community needs to come to terms with his death and the lack of evidence as to why he isn't going to be reborn. In this video, we'll be going over the evidence to suggest why Gojo isn't coming back. Gojo came into this world as a figure of change, with not only humans acknowledging his strength purely by his traits, but curses also becoming stronger as a result. Throughout his entire life, there's never really been anything that he's ever struggled with. Blessed with the 6 eyes and a genius level of intellect, he has always figured out a way to complete a task or learn something new. His birth was initially kept as a secret to ensure that he could grow strong enough to fend for himself. With the news of his birth becoming widespread at the age of 6, having risen through the ranks of Jujutsu, he succeeded, along with his best friend Geto Suguru, to become a special grade sorcerer. His first experience of death came about with Toji assassinating him at the age of 17. At the moment of his death, he began to learn the true essence of Jujutsu, achieving enlightenment, learning reverse curse technique, allowing him to best one of the most formidable opponents he has ever faced. Upon becoming enlightened, he escaped the karmatic cycle in which everyone else experiences. Fast forward to present day, he faces the strongest sorcerer in history and unfortunately met his demise through a slash that can cut the world. Gojo's life and many of the ideas within Jujutsu Kaisen come from Buddhism, with Gojo essentially being Buddha. Like Gojo, Buddha was born into a rich family and was sheltered for many years of his life in an attempt to ensure that he could become a wealthy man like his father. Upon venturing out into the real world, he became aware of the suffering of others and decided to shift his life perspective towards poverty, starving himself in the process. Experiencing both the riches of life and the lack of wealth, similar to how Gojo experienced the weakness of his life at his birth and the strongest moments of his life during his teens, Buddha was able to achieve enlightenment. This parallels Gojo's understanding of the essence of curse energy in Jujutsu, with both Gojo and Buddha quoting, "Among heaven and the earth, I alone am the honored one." The role of enlightenment goes beyond just achieving a higher understanding of life, but in Buddhism, it also means bypassing the cycle of life itself, known as samsara. This allows a person to achieve inner peace and, in the event of their death, passing over to parinirvana. Similar to Buddha, Gojo was able to achieve this inner peace at his death, picturing his friends in what felt like a peaceful moment for him, as he said he hopes this isn't a dream. This moment itself can also be likened to what Buddha had described as nirvana, as a place of inner peace and tranquility. Considering all of this information, the likelihood of Gojo coming back seems slim, as the narrative points towards Gojo exceeding the cycle of life and probably will not want to come back to a world full of suffering. This is also similar to what Jogo and Kashimo experienced at the event of their death. This entire concept is very interesting, as parinirvana is essentially escaping what would be reincarnation, and if this is the case, there may never be another 6 eyes user ever again. We are aware that upon death of the previous 6 eyes user, the next one is born almost imminently. Maybe this could be a way of escaping cursed energy, as suggested by Yuki, through all humans achieving enlightenment. Similar to Buddha, Gojo has taught his students the meaning of what they are doing, and presumably the essence of enlightenment. They are the ones who will bear the torch and carry on the teachings to others. However, this does beg the question, what the hell is Gege doing? Watch my other video to find out my thoughts on that. I'll see you in the other video. Take care.